Today we're putting together the Boba Fett pistol, and this will not be your final lesson. Field Marshal here with Blaster Factory. Today we've got the aluminum Boba Fett replica completed. They have started shipping, and for all of you builders out there who pre-ordered, you are going to get a stand with your order. So next time I do pre-orders, if you missed out on that one, be aware that, there's benefits to pre-ordering stuff. So, the stand's really cool. You're going to get that with the package, and, holds it really nicely. Set that out of the way. Okay, down to it here. I figured I'd go ahead and do this video before they started getting into the hands of the builders, so everybody could kind of see how it goes together. Now, if you've seen some of the other posts, this stuff right here, this will come, we'll put that on the page with it so you can kind of see down and dirty how to screw it together, but I'll go through it with you here on the video. It's not much to it. Anybody should be able to handle it. And I am looking forward to seeing how everybody's going to finish it, what kind of paints and weathering and all that stuff. I do have a version of this that is anodized, black anodized. Those won't start shipping probably till this coming Monday, but you'll see those too for everybody who just kind of wants that new issue look. Now, most of you are aware that this replica was based off of the Sedgley signal pistol, like this one. Noticed a few of you builders out there have actually found these. They all of a sudden they were kind of rare, but they were not that expensive. Now they've jumped up. But before you run out and buy one of these things, realize that the prop is a little different than this. And it's not that you couldn't retro it and make it look similar. It's just it'd be a lot of work, especially in the breech and barrel area. And also the grips, I think, are a lot different. But there's the real one, what we're going after here. So, okay, let's get started. Here's everything laid out. And the only thing you really need to put this together, get you a set of Allen keys, standard, not metric, a couple screwdrivers. I got a flat head and a Phillips head here. Now, I'm not painting this. This is not this kind of video, but you probably want to do some prepping to this, with either etching primer or whatever paint or finish you're going to do. You do that beforehand, but for this video, it's just basically assembling this thing. First thing, I'd start off with the grip. Okay. Yeah, notice the grip panels. There's actually grip panels on the prop, which, there's not real clear pictures of those yet, but I've done some walnut grips, which I think look pretty nice on it, pretty close. So first thing, I would start off, this is part number 19, the rear screw, and that just goes in here. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is put we've got the chamber and the breech section, trigger, and all of this kind of sandwiches together. So going to need this bolt here, which is on the drawing here is part number 11. It's 1/4 20, 3-inch. Okay. That's going to go in this section first. Okay. Then through the breech. Okay. Now, bear in mind when you're doing this, the flats, are going to run this way. Okay. So it's loose right now, so it doesn't really matter, but just before you tighten it down, make sure you line this up. That goes through there. Next, trigger. Also, you're going to need a 3/16 Allen key, which I'm going to go ahead and get out so I don't chase this bolt. Get that in there. And it wouldn't hurt after you get everything painted, put a little grease on this so you have kind of a smooth action. Then spring, and all of this just slides in here. Okay. Okay, now you see I've got it kind of close here before I really tighten it up. I want to make sure this thing's aligned kind of where I want it. Okay. Now notice the triggers from the reel into the prop, they added a hole here, so it's kind of neat. Okay. Next in the breech section, which obviously on the replica, it doesn't break down like the real Sedgley, but you've got this little button on the side, which drop that in there. Looks just like the real one. And then next, part 17 here, which is a 632 7/8 little cheese head screw. Nice replica of the one that's actually on the real Sedgley. Screws in, flathead screwdriver. Okay, done. After that, I think we can probably start putting some of the barrels on, like this front one here. This is the lower barrel. Okay. It's coming together pretty quick here. Okay. And I know everybody's been eyeballing these walnut grips. This is something that a lot of people had mentioned in my first, animated drawings. I didn't include and didn't show this screw up here, which I know I've seen it in some other pictures now, but there is a flathead screw here that's been added probably since you last saw my posts, and those just screw right in there on the left and right. Just a flathead screwdriver, simple, none to it. Don't over tighten, don't want to split the wood grips. Okay, and then these cool little greeblies here, which you see the real flare gun's got a totally different side panel there. And this will probably be some controversy, which from the pictures and screen captures and all the other stuff I've seen, everybody kept asking me about the greebly right here, this cutout, and I've seen some guys putting some metal there and some straps and things, but I don't think there's anything there. I think it's just a notch in the grips, so that's what I went with. Plus, these are walnut. They sand beautifully. If you want to reshape some of them to your liking and whatever you want, it's all that's available. You got plenty of grip there to deal with that. And there again, we'll put the other one on. Nothing to it. Okay. Now, next section here, we've got to sandwich a few things together, and we've got this little teeny tiny screw here, and we'll talk about that LED in a minute. And then we've got the barrel collar. Okay, and this is the screw we're going to be doing next, number 14, which is a 1032 low head. Okay, because what we're going to have to do, you got the upper barrel, you got this little cut off piece here, and we'll see, let's get us an Allen wrench for that. Not that one. This is looks like it's a 3/32 Allen wrench. I go ahead and put it through this piece here, okay, because this is going to want to spin on you, and we're going to be sandwiching it like this. get it started. Okay, now I got it snug, but we want to orient it because in the pictures, this piece right here is going to be that direction. Okay. Ha! Keep that from moving. Okay. Got that pretty snug. I don't want that moving after we get it all together and painted. The next we have the upper, what I call just the scope piece, okay? And this is kind of delicate and it's held on, literally there's not much to hold it on with. That's what, and we're using a number 15 here, which is a 440 1/8 inch flathead. Try this one more time here. Hey, there we go. Now, this brings it together here. You got the front barrel collar clamp, and you also have this little screw here, which is a 440 by 5/16. I go ahead and put this in here. It goes through one side as a clearance hole and it's threaded on the other, so be aware of that. Okay, I go ahead and start it. Okay, just don't tighten it up, don't clamp it yet, and slide it back into its appropriate position here, and then put some tension on it. And man, that just locked everything together really solid. And this is about flush right here. Okay, look at that. Okay, one more thing, and I think it has it in some and some it don't, but there's a lanyard ring, and I don't have the lanyard ring in the kit yet. Haven't been able to source something for that, so if that changes, I'll send those out if you want it on there or not, but we'll talk about that later. But very simply, that just screws into the bottom. You'll see that on some of his holstered shots. Okay. And there you go. That's pretty much together. Now, I did add one thing just for coolness, is this little scope reticles here. I did it so you can, you see I got one here that's got it, where you can put it on right there. And one down here for this to cover this screw up here. So, I don't know what's really in there on the prop. It's probably nothing, but I thought that'd be a nice little addition. And the last thing here, and I don't totally know what this is because there's not really clear shots of any of this, but there is a little red dot or a red dome that is sticking out, of the scope right here. And I've seen this done a couple ways by other builders, and I've got some shots off the screen where, it would make sense for it to be sitting in here something like that, just horizontal. But I've got a couple shots where it looks like it's sticking straight up, like this one. So, it's early in this prop's lifespan. There's not a lot of great pictures of it. And, I'm gonna add that little red LED lens there for you to glue in whichever way you want to do it, whichever way you think it is. So, there you have it. That's the entire build. Okay, guys, thanks for joining me today. I hope you have fun with the kit. Thank you guys for the pre-orders. You'll be getting a free stand. I do still have, of course we're producing these. The kits are on Blaster Factory. And if you have any questions, make sure that you email me from the website, and hit like down there on our YouTube channel, and see you later.